Thank you very much, Elizabeth, for the introduction. I'm Petru Blanariu. I'm Deputy Director with the National Agency for Employment, and I'm also a representative of the Romanian PES in the network of the public employment services in the European Union. I'm also like an advisor, but also alternate member in the board. First of all, I would like to thank to WEBS, to the organizers, for giving me the opportunity to make a presentation on the Romanian experience of on working with older people. We are member of WEBS for quite a long time. We joined in 2002, but this is the first time when we make a speech, a presentation under a WEBS event. Several times I was asked by Lenka, by Margareta to be more active in the network, so now here we are. So I would also like to thank to our Bulgarian colleagues for organizing this event, for engaging in such a difficult job. Bringing together many participants from 4 different continents is not easy, we know, but you are really doing a great job, and congratulations for this. Before starting my presentation, since we have participants from different continents, I thought that it is useful for you to see where Romania is on the map. Because we are neighbors with Bulgaria. You can see that we are on the north part of Bulgaria. Danube is the border with Romania, and you could see yesterday evening that the history of Bulgaria, and of course we had many things in common during the history. We were together as a part of the Roman Empire, but we were also, probably you know, after the Second World War, under the umbrella of the Soviet Union, so we are former communist countries, but I also received questions if Romanian is similar to Bulgarian, and if not, if it is so, how similar we are. And I just want to point out that, for example, the Romanian language is totally different to the Bulgarian, because Romanian has a Latin root. It's closer to Italian, to French, and to Spanish, so it's not so similar to Bulgaria. Some background information about my country. Our population is about 20 million. We have the GDP for 2013, it was almost 19,000 US dollars. And after the crisis in 2009, when you can see that we had a big decrease in the GDP, we have started to recover, and now we have very good basis for recovery. We have GDP growth around 3.5% every year. About our demography, like we could see it in almost all the presentations, the situation is similar also in Romania. The population is decreasing and is aging. Every year we lose an important number of persons. You can see that in just in 2014 we lost around 86,000 persons, but this is not only due to the difference between the birth rates and the death rates. It's also about migration, because Romania is also has a quite important potential for migration. We have a lot of Romanians who work abroad. Currently, we have almost 3 million Romanians who work abroad. I told you about the language. Mostly of them go to Italy and to Spain, but not only. You can see also that we have almost 110 older people to 100 young and children, and the share of older population in the total population increased in just 1 year in 2015 as compared to 2014 when it was 16.5%, so now it's about 17%. And I told you that we still have a quite big migration flow. If we look at the unemployment figures, our unemployment rate is rather small. Registered unemployment rate is almost 5%. The ILO is less than 7%. One reason is also the fact that many people work abroad. You can see that out of the total number of registered unemployed, which is more or less 435,000, just 96,000 receive benefits, and the others do not receive benefits due to various reasons. Maybe the period of eligibility expired, or they do not qualify if they didn't pay the contributions. If we look at the age structure, we can see that there is an important number of older people who are unemployed. If we look at the wage categories, age categories, we have, if we add 50, 55 and over 55, we have almost 25% of the unemployed are older people. Since it's the first time when we make a presentation, I'm also trying to introduce a little bit our institution. The Employment Service was established as a separate institution from the Ministry of Labor in 1999. When we took over also the employment offices which existed before in the structure of the Ministry of Labor. We operate under the authority of the Ministry of Labor, Family, Social Policy and Elderly, and the role of the Ministry is to work out the strategies and the policies, and we are the institution responsible for the implementation. If we look at our business model, we are doing in Romania, in the public employment services, almost all the activities, meaning we administer the unemployment benefits. We also deliver a wide range of active measures, and also we deliver vocational training. We have our own training center. So, as you can see, it's quite a wide range of activities. If we look at our main attributions, we can make proposals to the Ministry of Labor for pieces of legislation. We also make the proposal for the Unemployment Insurance Fund that we administer, but which is then approved by the Parliament together with the state budget every year. Mobility is also a big issue on our agenda, and we also implement a lot of projects, mainly funded by the EU through the European Social Fund. If we look at our organization, we are organized, I would say, at 3 levels: national, regional. That in Romania is a county, we call it regional, because in Romania is divided into 41 counties plus Bucharest, which is also considered as a county. And then we have local agencies in bigger cities, and which also have some work points. The total number of staff is currently 2,175. At the central level, 150, and almost 70% of the staff is frontline staff, working both with job seekers and with employers. We also have, as I've mentioned in our structure, some regional training centers. We have 8 training centers, and we established also in 2007 a center for training of the staff. So we have our own training center. Speaking about partnerships, Elizabeth mentioned before, we have in the board of the agency, in the governing body, we have representatives of the trade unions, of the employers associations, and of the government. And one representative of the government is also appointed as the president of the board and of the agency. And the same structure is reflected at the county level, where we have an advisory body. So just this is not a decision making, it's just advisory, having representatives of the trade unions, employers, and local authorities. We work based on yearly programs. These programs are proposed by us, discussed with the ministry, and then approved by the ministry and also by our board. And these programs are structured by different types of measures, target groups by counties. Each county has its own program, and we also have special programs for disadvantaged localities, like we have in the rural areas, or in localities where we have many Roma population. If we look at our target groups, you can see that it's more or less the same target groups that you can see elsewhere, everywhere in the European Union. We work with young graduates, young people at risk of marginalization, okay, long-term unemployed, unemployed, and this is the target group, unemployed aged over 45, that I will refer to now. We have various active measures, training, job matching, consultancy, supplementing the wage income of employees. These are general for all the categories, and we also have dedicated measures for employers. Most of them refer to wage subsidies, but not only. We can also provide vocational training, temporary works for community development, and so on. Focusing on employment of older people, we have dedicated measures, wage subsidies that are given to the employers who hire older people. In fact, we have two types of subsidies. For if they hire people who have less than 5 years before reaching the retirement age, we pay the subsidy, which is a fixed amount. It's almost half of the minimum wage for all the period when they are hired. And for those who are aged over 45, we pay this subsidy for 12 months with the obligation to keep them for 18 months, so another 6 months after. I've also presented some results after 9 months in 2015. I will not go into details. We also have a national strategy that was adopted last year by the Ministry of Labor on active aging, and of course the Public Employment Service has an important role to play. One of the main directions of this strategy is to promote a positive image of the elderly, and information campaigns are very useful to this end. That's why we have proposed, and we have implemented since May 2014, an ESF project that we consider as a good practice, that it is called Be Active at Any Age. And the overall objective of this project is to increase the awareness of past clients, both older people and employers, on the importance of active aging, and to provide specific information tools needed by the PES. The budget of the project is about almost 2.9 million euros. This project includes a communication campaign to promote the active aging concept. Due to the problems that we have seen that occurs in identifying and taking up employment. the employers who do not trust enough their capacity, low interest of unemployed to actively look for a job, no proactive mentality on the need to promote the active life, and not enough social and economic support for this category. We have implemented a wide range of actions at national level. Under this campaign, we prepared some radio and some spots and some videos that are directed both to employers and to the job seekers. We had a lot of advertising in the press. We prepared different brochures on how to prepare a good CV, how to prepare a letter of intention, and so on. And we also organized some workshops for the PES employees in order to have better skills to work with this category. These are just some photos from the different events that we organized, and some types of advertising. We have tried also to be funny. As you can see, for example, here an older person, if he has no job, he's trying to do something else to be active. So this is not so good, but it's really funny. And this is my presentation. I have also a very short video. If we can see it, it's just 30 seconds. This video is currently running on 1 minute. On our national televisions.
Degeaba sunt calificații dacă tu nu-i angajezi. Angajează și persoanele calificate de peste 55 de ani. O să faci un bine și ție și economiei. Proiect cofinanțat prin Fondul Social European prin Programul Operațional Sectorial Dezvoltarea Resurselor Umane 2007-2013. Beneficiar Agenția Națională pentru Ocuparea Forței de Muncă.
So it's in Romanian, of course, we didn't translate it, but as you can see, it's a message that despite they are qualified, it's useless if we cannot use their qualification. And this is addressed to the employer. You will do a good thing both for you as the employer, but also for the economy and the society as a whole. And also the final part, some visibility rules imposed by the EU. So these are just some words, of course, about what we are doing. This project is quite big, and we expect to have a big impact with this campaign over the next period. Thank you.